In this week's Motorsport wrap, chaos and carnage at the Brazil Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo says he's lucky to be alive. Shane van Gisbergen wins on debut in the Aussie Racing Car Series in New Zealand, and a new NASCAR Cup Series title is crowned. One of the most chaotic F1 race weekends has unfolded in Brazil, where Max Verstappen again broke his own winning record, claiming his 17th victory of the season. Lando Norris finished second and Fernando Alonso third. However, the chaos started before the race had even begun, with Charles Leclerc crashing out on the formation lap. Then, on the opening lap, Kevin Magnussen and Alex Albon suffered a heavy smash, sending Albon into the wall. It caused a tyre to dislodge and bounce along the track, hitting the rear wing of Daniel Ricciardo's AlphaTauri. The Australian says he is lucky to be alive. It took organisers 25 minutes to clear the track and fix the wall before racing could resume. Ricciardo finished a lap down in 13th, Oscar Piastri was 2 laps down in 14th. Event organisers were then summoned to front the FIA stewards after spectators invaded the track before the race had finished. They were found to be in breach of the FIA International Sporting Code. To New Zealand, where Shane van Gisbergen has won 3 from 3 in his Aussie Racing Cars debut at Highlands. The 3-time Supercross champion had a faultless run, even in race 3 featuring a reverse grid format, where he took the lead with 2 laps to go. But it was Joel Heinrich who took the title win after the season finale. To Abu Dhabi for the FIM World Supercross Championships, where Joey Savicki of Ricciardo Racing took the win in the 450cc class over Firepower Honda's Dean Wilson and Moto Concepts' Vince Friese. In Supercross 2, Firepower Honda's Max Anstey took out the overall win. In the US, Ryan Blaney has won his first NASCAR Cup Series title at Phoenix Raceway, delivering Team Penske back-to-back Cup titles. The 29-year-old was in the lead with 37 laps to go when the caution flag flew for a spin by Kyle Busch. After losing the advantage on pit road, he fought back to finish second to race winner Ross Chastain, but first among the 4 championship competitors. To Bahrain, where Toyota sealed the title victory at the final round of the FIA World Endurance Championships. New Zealand's Brendan Hartley, Sebastian Buemi and Ryo Hirakawa led Toyota in a 1-2 to secure the championship, with Ferrari rounding out the podium after the 8-hour event. Team WRT took out the final LMP2 victory before being dropped from WEC, while Iron Dames trio Sarah Bovey, Rahel Frey and Michelle Gatting took the final win in the GTE as GT3 regulations take over for next year. And in his World Endurance Championship debut, Australian Liam Talbot has finished second in GTE driving the D-Station Aston Martin with co-drivers Tomonobu Fuji and Casper Stevenson. Talbot gave the team a front row start for the main race after qualifying second despite suffering an early brake lock. And back home, the TCR World Tour completed the first of 2 rounds at Sydney Motorsport Park, where Audi proved unbeatable. Australian Will Brown took 2 wins and Brit Rob Huff the other. He is now within 1 point of Hyundai's Norbert Michelitz in the TCR World Tour standings. HMO Customer Racing's Bailey Sweeney holds a 30-point advantage back to teammate Josh Buchan with the final round this weekend at the Supercheap Auto Bathurst International. James Moffat and Nash Morris led the way in the National Trans Am Series, splitting the 4 race wins at SMP. Moffat leads the standings for Gary Rogers Motorsport after having his Winton disqualification overturned. Young gun Alex Gardner took 2 wins out of 4 in the Workhorse Radical Cup Australia support races. Cooper Cutts and Chris Perini shared the remaining 2. And it was a near-perfect weekend for James Lodge in the Group 3E Circuit XLs, winning 4 out of 5 as Blake Tracy stopped a clean sweep. And another major motorsport news, Jack Perkins has announced that he will not compete at the Dunlop Super 2 season finale at the Velo Adelaide 500. He says the aim of his Super 2 campaign was to prepare for the Supercars endurance rounds at Sandown and Bathurst. After a challenging run in Townsville, Perkins is no longer in contention for the championship. Looking ahead to next weekend, and MotoGP will race in Malaysia, and the Supercheap Auto Bathurst International will feature the Porsche Michelin Sprint Challenge, the Kumho V8 Touring Car Series, the Gulf Western Oil Touring Car Masters, the Supercheap Auto TCR Australia and Kumho TCR World Tour, the Mobil 1 Australian Production Cars and Monochrome GT4 Australia Series.